Shareholders have been losing confidence in recent months with the latest reports of crime have been steadily on the rise. City officials are unsure.
Gone bad. According to witnesses, the victim was uncooperative with the robber, which led to the gunshot.
Oh, come on. It's what he is, a rich bum. I don't know how else to describe it.
Well, that may be true, but that family has been
Topping the list again as the most eligible bachelor, though his recent erratic behavior might
Take back the night to restore this city to the glory that it held long before this. He took our responsibility from us.
Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Slcmof and I am back again with another video. And in today's video, I want to talk about everything that we know about the Batman Telltale series coming out in 2016. And in that first sentence, I may have just spoken the majority of what we know about this game coming out in 2016 thus far. Of course, I will be covering this game in a lot of depth in the next few months. Every bit of information that comes out for the game will be up on my channel within 24 hours of it dropping. I can pretty much guarantee you that. I think one of the most exciting things for a lot of people about this game is how close it really is relative to other games and other things that are out in the way. A lot of these games that have been announced are years and years away, but not with this game. We are getting it in 2016, and not only that, but I would expect middle to middle-ish, late-ish, I guess is the best way to put it, 2016. That's just my estimation. Job Stauffer, I believe is how you say his name. He's already teased that there's going to be a Walking Dead related game coming out in late 2016, presumably the season 3 of the Telltale Walking Dead game. So that means that Batman has to fit somewhere in there, because Michonne goes from February to March and then into April, and then it ends there. And in between April and late 2016, when The Walking Dead Season 3 comes out, presumably, Batman fits in somewhere between there. We don't know where, but I would expect it to be in the summer, at the latest, really. And that is one of the beautiful things about Telltale's formula, and that is we get to play the game before it's actually done being made, because the 5th episode of this game, or the 6th, depending on if there is 6 episodes, is not going to be done until late 2016, like really late, like December or early 2017. But with the episodic release schedule, we're probably going to be getting an episode every month, and at first I thought it was going to be on a bi-monthly release schedule, similar to The Wolf Among Us, The Walking Dead, and some other previous Telltale titles. But I checked a Batman frequently asked questions section on the Telltale forums, which is made by community members, by no means staff members or anything like that confirming it, but it is just speculation, and they noticed something that is very noteworthy, and that is that the 2 previous Telltale titles, or the one that's coming up, and that is Michonne, and then also the Minecraft series, is released on a monthly schedule, so we have no reason to suspect or conclude that the game is going to be on a bi-monthly schedule. Either way, I'll be fine with, and of course, as a YouTuber, I can fill that gap with plenty of videos, which I will be doing in a lot of depth, but nonetheless, either way is fine with me. So let's talk what we do know about this game, and beyond the fact that we're playing as Batman, it's made by Telltale, it's on an episodic release schedule, coming out in 2016, all that kind of stuff. Let's go beyond that a little bit. The game has been confirmed by Telltale in a press release, and of course, Telltale keeps their games under wraps until the game comes out. They do not talk about plot details. I would not be surprised if we don't actually have any information about when in Batman's career the game takes place until we play the game on the very first day it comes out. I am dead serious. But we do know that the game will focus on the internal dichotomy of Batman, and not only that, but the responsibility that he feels to protect the city, which is corrupted by villainy and, Two-Face and stuff like that. Of course, beyond the overt duality of Batman being 2 different people, Batman and Bruce Wayne, there is a lot of duality and dichotomy internally that he faces, and a lot of different tears and responsibility to different people and organizations, etc. And they're going to explore that a lot in the game, and on a much more personal and intimate level than I think we've ever seen. So I would expect a lot of flashbacks, a lot of these very tough choices that really stress these responsibilities, that really drive home his different drives and dichotomies to different organizations and people, to his city, to the people that he loves, etc. On a lighter note, we do not know who's going to actually be voicing Bruce Wayne and Batman, although it is unlikely that it will be Kevin Conroy, because they do want to differentiate themselves from the Arkham games. This is their own continuum, as we've seen with Michonne in the Walking Dead Michonne series, so they're really going to try to distinguish themselves from the others. They're going to try to make it their own game, because this is not an Arkham game, this is not an extension of the Arkhamverse, this is truly its own experience. So this is not an information piece, but this is something that I've seen concerns about in some of my Arkham comments and everything like that, so I did want to address it. And the question is a frequently asked question on the community comment section, so this is not from a Telltale staff or anything, it's from a fan, but nonetheless the question is, aren't Telltale games all about dialogue? How can they handle an action series? And the answer to that is, Telltale games do indeed focus a lot on character development, but Telltale is certainly capable capable of making action scenes too. In titles such as The Wolf Among Us, Tales from the Borderlands, or Game of Thrones, Telltale does a good job in incorporating lots of action scenes into player choices and character development. That's kind of what they're alluding to with the duality of Batman's personal obligations, and I imagine they're going to explore in the game where in an action scene he has to choose between two different people, maybe one he knows personally, maybe a random civilian, and those kind of choices that really, again, express his personal obligations that he has to different organizations or people or communities, what have you, and they're going to really explore that in a lot of depth through action scenes, through great action, and through, other types of character development and everything like that. If you play Telltale games, then this is not a concern for you. I've never ever seen this concern about, not being enough action in the game or anything like that, only from people that haven't played Telltale games. So I do stress that those of you that have not played Telltale games that are leaving those kind of comments to definitely experience one. And if you want a really action-heavy one, try The Wolf Among Us, try Tales from the Borderlands, all great examples of great action games, and, even The Walking Dead Season 1 and 2 to a certain degree have a great amount of it. So if we do get any more news about the game, I'll be sure to keep you guys updated. Unfortunately, that's all I have for you right now. I apologize if you clicked on the video expecting intricate plot details about how Nightwing and Batgirl fit into the game and all that kind of stuff. I mean, we simply have no clue. We don't even know if, when in Batman's career the game takes place. We don't even know if there's going to be guest appearances from other DC Comics characters. We literally have no idea. Or if it's going to be, more focused on Batman villains and Batman heroes, anything like that. We really have no idea about the game, so I'm not even going to try to speculate and give you guys false information about stuff I don't know about. But as soon as I do get information, then I'll let you guys know. So anyway, guys, I hope you all have enjoyed the video, and if you did, again, feel free to like a button. My name is Slikmof, and we will see you in the next one.